Hey friends, Mrs. R here again, coming back at you with science, and we're going to be on science page 156 through 159, so you're going to want to get your book out and follow with me. But before we do that, let's talk about the fartiest animals. Which animal is the biggest farter on Earth? You might guess it's your dog. Maybe you've heard that cows fart cause global warming, but by far the fartingest animal of them all is termites. Well, that makes sense because termites, all they do is eat wood, and you gotta have a lot of digestive enzymes and bacteria to help you break down all that wood, which causes gas. Anyway, they may be tiny, but for their body size, they fart way more than us. And there are lots of them. Scientists estimate that the total farts released into the atmosphere by all termites on Earth is 77 billion gallons, per day. By contrast, all humans together release a mere 15 billion gallons. We're out-farted 5 to 1. Next in line for most flatulent creatures are camels, zebras, sheep, cows, elephants. Well, that's because they all eat plants. That makes sense. Dogs. Dogs, interesting. Farting most breeds, Labradors and Retrievers. If you have a Labrador and a Retriever and they fart a lot, now you know why. Human rates somewhere below dogs. Maybe we should be eating more dog kibble. Scientists set up a public database of animal farts and pukes at that website below. Hey, if you're bored, you've got nothing else to do, and you want to see the database for farts and pukes of animals, well, there you go. Okay, friends, we're on 7.3, the ocean and the continents of the earth, on page 156. Follow along as we read. Here we go. The sea is his, and he made it, and his hands formed the dry land. Psalms 95, verse 5. The oceans, which are the earth's largest bodies of water, are all connected with each other, forming one vast body of water, which we often call the sea. The sea is rich in animal life and plant life. Valuable oil reserves lie in the crust of the earth beneath the sea. There are 4 oceans: the Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic, the Indian Ocean, and the Arctic Ocean. Locate them on the maps below. The Pacific Ocean is the world's largest ocean. When we go swimming at the beach, that's where we swim in, is the Pacific Ocean. It is much larger than all of the lands of the earth put together. The Pacific Ocean covers more than 1/3 of the Earth's surface and is 2 times larger than any other ocean. In many places, the Pacific Ocean is 10,000 miles wide. Wow, that's a big ocean. The Pacific Ocean is also the world's deepest ocean. The Mariana Trench near the island of Guam is 36,198 feet deep, the deepest known spot in any ocean. Many small islands dot the surface of the Pacific Ocean. The famous explorer Magellan gave the Pacific Ocean its name. Despite its name, which means peaceful, raging storms often arise in the Pacific Ocean. The Atlantic Ocean is about half the size of the Pacific Ocean and about 3,000 miles wide. It is the world's second largest body of water and the saltiest ocean. The world's richest fishing areas are in the Atlantic Ocean, and it has long been an important route for trade between countries. The Indian Ocean is the warmest ocean. It is about 1/3 the size of the Pacific Ocean. It touches the shores of the warm lands of Africa, India, and Australia. All 3 of those countries tend to be very warm. So if you just remember that Indian Ocean is the warmest ocean. The Arctic Ocean. Around the North Pole is the ice-covered Arctic Ocean, the coldest and the smallest ocean. Huge icebergs float in parts of the Arctic Ocean that are not frozen over. The Arctic Ocean is so cold that it hardly ever receives rain or snow. Okay, now the continents. The largest area of dry land that rise out of the ocean are called continents. There are 7 continents on the earth: Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica, Europe, and Australia. Locate the 7 continents on the map and on your classroom globe. Did you notice that most of the continent land area of the world are in the northern hemisphere? Next page. Asia. Asia is the largest continent. The highest mountain, Mount Everest, is located in Asia. Mount Everest rises 29,028 feet above sea level. Because Asia is connected to Europe, Europe and Asia are often referred together as Eurasia. Some of the countries of Asia are China, India, and Korea. A large part of Russia is also in Asia. Africa. Africa, the second largest continent, was once connected by Asia by a narrow strip of land. The Suez Canal now cuts through the strip of land to make a waterway between the two continents. Egypt, Ethiopia, and Nigeria are a few of the many African nations. North America. Oh, that's where we live. The next largest continent is North America. Can you name any North American countries? Canada, Mexico, and the United States and Central America countries are found in the North American continent. South America. The two Americas were once joined by a narrow strip of land. The Panama Canal now separates the two continents. South America is slightly smaller than North America. Some of the countries of South America are Brazil, Chile, and Peru. Antarctica. The only continent where no people, except researchers, live is the frozen continent of Antarctica. It is at the bottom of the world. Europe. Although Europe is the next to the smallest continent, it has been a very important continent to man. People from Europe were responsible for much of the settlement of the continents of North and South America in modern times. England, France, Germany, Italy, and Spain are a few of the many European countries. Australia, the smallest continent, is Australia. Because it is small for a continent and because it is completely surrounded by water, it is sometimes called the island continent. There is only one country also called Australia on the Australian continent. Earth is a magnet. You are probably familiar with magnets, pieces of metal that attract iron, steel, and other metals. Bar magnets have two ends or poles. These poles are known as the North and South poles. The Earth is a giant magnet which has two ends or poles known as the North and South poles. The North and South magnetic poles are near the North and South geographic poles. If you hold a bar of magnet suspended horizontally from a string, its south pole, marked N for north seeking, will point toward the magnetic North Pole. Opposite poles of two magnets attract each other. A compass which has a magnetized needle helps us to find the north because the needle is drawn towards the magnetic North Pole. Thank you, friends. See you next time.